Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the finale of Resident Evil All in the Family. I'm Archie Bunker, and with me is Cliff Huxtable. Cliff?
All in the family. That's good. That's good.
Welcome to the family, Nick. Now, Nick, I know you love them Japanese animes, and you've always wanted to pilot your own mech suit, right?
Trying to fight fire with fire.
No. Actually, I despise all those things. So this should be a fun section.
Welcome to Gundam, everybody.
I'm coming.
Oh. You know, this, like, homebrew robot is actually kind of fun.
It's a little bit charming, you know?
Yeah, it's charming, thank you.
It is, yeah. I mean, look at all the cool things it's got.
It's got a chainsaw, it's got a gun, it's got really all the things that Bruce Campbell used as well in Army of Darkness, too.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, I'm not suggesting Japanese video games rip off Western cinema constantly.
And that this game was a giant tribute to 80s bygone...
You're like a goddamn cockroach!
You're like a piece of shit that I'm gonna kill.
This will be my rule before I kill that bitch. Let's settle this. Man.
Yeah!
Man.
Let's go, you and me, Heisenberg. This is absolutely the most testosterone-riddled thing Resident Evil has ever done.
Do you know who did this better? Remember when you got to fight Metal Gear Ray inside Metal Gear Rex?
I do remember that. That was cool.
Good.
That was
great.
good. The Metal Gear games had some interesting, like, one-off sequences peppered throughout.
They usually had about 2 really good sequences a game.
Yeah. But, like, as much as I didn't like the ending portions of Metal Gear Solid 2, I will say the boss fight with all of the Metal Gear Rays was an absolutely excellent sequence.
Yeah, that was fun, until they decided that I was losing all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you're doing great, and then all of a sudden...
Then the cutscene shows you losing. I'm like, no, I just blew up 20 of those.
Yeah, right? What do you mean I'm out of breath?
In the face of my steel glory.
You know, you really shouldn't say steel glory.
I mean, it's not the worst thing you can say.
Not the best.
He seems a little conflicted about his feelings for Miranda.
Just a bit. Come here. Oh, I missed. That's unfortunate.
Oh, I
now
thought he
he's
had a
decided I'm
giant
the
Ferris
bad.
wheel. That would have been dumb.
I like when he randomly says bitches. Oh, did I die? Did I really die? Oh, that's stupid.
That's great. This is like the weirdest voice actor they could have possibly gotten for this character.
It is strange.
He was also in Kingsglaive, by the way.
Who is he in Kingsglaive?
Petra Fortis.
Don't remember who that was, but then Kingsglaive wasn't very good.
He was also Ghost Hunter in Men That Will Not Be Blamed for Nothing. This house is not haunted.
Men that won't be blamed for nothing?
Yep, that's
right.
correct.
Cool.
Otherwise known as the January 6th Commission. Alright, I'm done.
January 6th. The men who stare at Trump.
You know, the funniest / not funny thing about that is I can absolutely see Trump gets reelected pardoning everybody because nothing matters anymore.
Well, the hilarious thing is he doesn't even have to get reelected because you see that they're all now running for office.
Yeah. Strangely enough.
I'm serious, like the people whose whole claim to fame is that they almost ruined capitalism are trying to use the capitalist the democratic system to come into power of their own.
Yeah, we've got a weird love affair with fascism going on right now.
Yeah, the thing is, you know, there's like some right-wing folks who are really all about their weird brand of patriotism. And will absolutely vote for them.
And like I said, we got a weird kind of Mussolini moment going on. But hey, the way I see it is, we still got a good 2 years before we got to worry about that.
Yeah, that's future Chris and Nick's problem.
Right now, we're fighting Michael Bay's Transformers.
What's
One
it
of
doing?
these days, I just want to play a game where you do like take Heisenberg up on his offer and like, yeah, that makes a good amount of sense.
You know, it would have been an interesting game if like that were an option. Now, ironically, the fight actually gets easier when they dump you out of the tank and make you use your magnum.
That is weird.
Oh yeah, we ruined his metal army by accident. Am I?
I just kind of don't have any words.
You see how quickly the magnum dropped him? I mean, I spent more bullets than that on some of his, like, weird creatures.
It's like if what's his name from Transformers shot like Megatron twice and he died.
What's his name from Transformers? Are you trying to say Optimus Prime?
No, who was the human character?
Oh, Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, the one that's like nuts, Shia LaBeouf.
One that's like nuts.
Not wrong.
No, you're not wrong. There's a reason that there's a song called Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Plot twist, it's the end for him.
Oh no, I never saw it coming.
I'm with you, though. I think the whole story would have been a lot more interesting had we decided to team up with Heisenberg. I just kind of wonder what shenanigans we could have gotten into together.
Kind of too late for that. Yeah, like, you know, like putting milk in Mother Miranda's tea when what she really likes is sugar.
I heard explosions.
You know,
What the hell happened?
small little
Dealt
pranks.
with Heisenberg.
The fuck do you think happened,
And
Chris?
get Rose back.
Not without me. It's too dangerous. Wait there, you hear
Chris,
me?
I literally have an unlimited magnum.
Rose?
I'm gonna be fine.
Ethan, respond.
He looks at a used jacket. Rose?
Mia?
Our child. She's so important, isn't she?
She's everything to me.
About to get weird.
And mine to me. With Heisenberg gone, you've lost your lead. What are you going to do?
I don't know, but I'm saving Rose.
You'd never know, do you? Even when I took Mia's place in your home. Poor Ethan.
Who are
In
you?
all fairness,
Where's
you
Rose?
copied her boobs perfectly.
I was gonna say there probably had to have been some awkward nights.
Right?
Enough.
Like, oh, what do you mean you want to have
Remember
sex for the
Evelyn and her
second
power
time
of the
this
mold?
year?
Rose is her successor. No. Rose is Evelyn's true, complete form. She will grow to fully control the masses. And I must have her.
Fuck you, you crazy bitch!
Ethan is like what happens if like an
Calm
alpha male frat boy
Rose
ever had to star in
is-
his own every first person
The
shooter.
Megamycete
Right.
catalogs all of us.
Oh yeah, by the way, the Mega My Seat is the MacGuffin that's making all this happen.
She will be
Oh.
reborn as
What's this
my
like fascination with
She's my
mold?
child, not yours.
Here's where they try to tie
Kill
everything
yourself.
into the first
Why did
game, just so
Rose
you know.
come to be? Was it because of her parents?
Hey, I was
You are
right.
truly
It was her
special.
the whole time.
Yep.
Kind of.
But I've learned
Yep.
all I can. Your worth as a lab rat has run out.
Miranda, you coward! Come out and face me!
You coward!
Oh,
Don't worry. Your death will come
Hope
will
you
join the
didn't need that
Megamycete
heart.
records.
Oh no.
I will make
She
sure to
literally
sample your
fatality'd
blood
him.
for later. Once dawn breaks, the ceremony will be complete, and I will become her true mother, bound for eternity in blood.
So the whole thing is Miranda wants a daughter, which she can use to clone
I've
her
waited
daughter.
so long.
Any guess as to who
The
that daughter might have been?
dreams really can come true. Vesseronauts,
What?
I can't wait to see my true
What? You can't
child.
say all of that. Like, you just said words. None of them made sense. And she just turned into birds.
Yeah, that's what she does. That's
No,
her
no
thing.
amount of mold is gonna make you turn.
Okay, so her daughter was Evelyn, but not the Evelyn from the first game. That Evelyn was a failed copy of her Evelyn. And so she rejected it, and that's why Evelyn had all her family issues.
Oh,
We took down the
fuck you,
Transformers,
Resident Evil.
but we didn't kill her. Since Miranda could have infected Ethan, I forcefully took him and Rose with us.
First thing there, I thought he said, and the
You-
Rose.
They were riding in was attacked.
Rosebud.
When I
Rosebud.
got to the wreck, Ethan and Rose were gone. The last time I was able to contact Ethan, I heard Miranda's voice. She murdered him. And she is not gonna get away with it.
What?
Yeah, no, that she...
God damn it, when does it end?
Technically, she killed Ethan. But you know it's Ethan. So,
Yeah, I mean, he's gone through worse.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
3 years trying to put this thing in the ground. 3 years too long.
I'm assuming you're gonna play as like Chris Redfield for a while, and then like Ethan will come back.
Correct. We get about a 15-minute sequence here as Chris, which is actually kind of cool. Especially the first
No,
time you play.
that's neat. Yeah, the last minute swap out, you know.
Yeah. And the game does a halfway decent job of kind of faking you out, making you think that Ethan is legitimately dead. But you know, we've watched this man get appendages
PSAA got here.
torn off and put
Yeah,
them back on.
this is no big deal to him.
Look
I
at
mean,
the
for all we know, he's like a Krogan and has
doesn't
3
change
more
anything.
hearts.
Yeah, right. Losing a heart's
Permanent
just like a
Miranda.
momentary
To
setback.
rescue Rose. That's the mission. And failure's not an option.
Oh, this is nice. You always kind of wonder, like, why doesn't the military just like
Move out.
send a bunch of guys in? And now they're sending a bunch of guys in. That's neat.
I like how Chris is the one that's
I
too
wanna know what
badass
the
for a
PSAA
helmet.
is doing here. Find out
Well,
what you
because
can.
the rest of these guys
Roger
are just
that.
gonna
I'm
get
on.
murdered. Also,
Actually,
it costs.
I think
it
they
costs
survived.
money
Weirdly enough.
to make more of them.
When was it last?
I mean, it costs money to render all those faces, Chris.
Yeah, right. The only down part about Chris Redfield is they take away our Magnum
But
for a
thanks to
little
your
bit.
recon, we know Miranda's plan.
Couldn't quite believe it when I heard she turned herself into Mia, though. Taking
What other
photos
game
that
was
has nothing
Mold
to
the like
sneeze
the
at
main
either.
driving force in it?
Spooky.
Mold?
Yeah.
I
Some
mean,
other
besides
big-
Resident Evil 7.
No, it's like another series. I'm trying to think.
Oh, you mean The Last of Us?
Yeah, maybe.
The
Maybe.
fungus, yeah, the mushroom
Fungus.
spore. In that game, they're called spores.
Not
you know,
to be
same
confused
principle.
with. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking of the parasites from
Yep.
First, we're
Battle
take that thing
Gear 5.
Metal 5 Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, the words were there. They just
Everyone
didn't come
watch
out
for
in the right
hostile bioweapons.
order.
Metal Solid Gear
Roger.
Rise of the
Make contact
Revengeance.
with a group of hostile
Awakenings.
bioweapons.
Awakenings.
Western route is clear.
I can't not hear the Dark Knight Rises theme song when this is going on. Oh shit! God, I am sloppy this evening.
Well, it's the end of the game, which means we've got to send a bunch of men in to reassert the patriarchy.
Yeah, right.
TikTok.
An attack on one is an attack on all.
Right. If you're not with us, you're against us.
If if you're not one of us, you're against us.
Yeah. God, remember when George Bush had some teeth? And we thought he was bad?
Oh, yeah, I remember when he was president during episode 3 and everyone was like, he's the Sith Lord.
Let's
Yep.
go.
This is how we talk about politics now.
In all fairness, that was Dick Cheney, and Dick Cheney just got on TV today to say that the Republican Party is
Republicans are
effectively
too
dead.
insane. This is coming from me, Dick Cheney.
Yeah, right? That was kind of like his whole thing.
Keep your masks on.
He literally said that word for word.
Yeah. I'm fucking Dick Cheney. I shouldn't be making sense.
When did I become the moral compass?
Yeah, right? When you've lost the moral high ground to Dick Cheney.
And what's weird is he was dressed up as Cobblepot from Batman as well.
Oh,
Northwest is clear up to point 2. Waiting for orders.
there we go.
Man, I could look at these generic, uninteresting tentacles all day.
Me too.
They did this in Dark Souls 3 as well, I believe.
Oh man, they're gonna rape me.
I'm assuming these are just like easy to render or something.
Yeah, they don't seem difficult.
I mean, it's kind of cool though, like the setup of fighting through the village.
Yeah, the village is now like absolutely destroyed, and it's become like it's been sacrificed to Miranda. Oh. Fortunately, Chris Redfield has night vision. Unlike these chuckleheads. Well, I don't have any.
Who also have no heads or
Summarize,
chuckles.
I need some backup.
I see you. 200 to the
If only he hadn't stopped for that roar, he might have got the jump on me.
Wow, you're just down with the headshots, it seems, tonight.
Get up, get up. Come on, get down with the headshots. You know, Nick, madness is the gift that has been given to me.
Never heard of a mutant myself.
Madness and genius are the two sides of the same coin. Is he shooting a flaming arrow at you?
You bet he is.
Oh.
I like how she finally decides to arm them. It's
Or they-
flaming arrows.
Maybe they've like evolved to where they learned how to use tools,
You see that guy try to jump over the fence?
and it didn't work at all. Boy, it's like 28 days later.
Yeah, a little bit.
Recognize you, boss.
Fuck. Can't believe I gotta put up with this shit.
Damn, those bullets were wow, I'm having a stroke.
Gnarly, man.
Now I gotta search the internet to see if John St. John has ever said that.
Man, I'm having a stroke. No, I don't
Damn,
think that
I'm
was in
having
any of the
a
games.
We might have had a Duke Nukem reference in every episode of this series so far.
We've done a lot of Nukem references, yeah.
Yeah. He's just got an amazing voice.
All right, Lobo.
You're not wrong.
Marking the target.
Roger that, boss.
Why does it take this long to mark a damn target? Because we have to build suspense. That's why.
This is kind of cool, though. I guess, like, having all these, like, military-esque guys coming in, like, being on the other side of an umbrella beatdown.
Yeah, right? It actually feels great when you're the oppressor.
Yeah. Kind of cool. Instead of just, like, seeing, like, the military guys get endlessly slaughtered, it's nice to actually be them, like, okay, this is what it would actually look like if we sent them in. It's cool. Now, this is getting a little spammy, but whatever. It's the end of the game.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Mold is rapidly expanding. It must be something stimulating.
Fucker.
No, I like that between episodes I got up to get myself some water, but it had to be lemon water for some reason.
Because why not? Oh, fuck. I blew it.
How many character models can we fit on screen?
Damn it, these things are using weapons. Sure they're thinking the same about you.
Damn it, these things are using weapons.
Looks like it's about to collapse. Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
I'll hold your horses when your horses are dead.
Over my dead cold horse.
Alright, come on, boys. Ow! Fire hurts me?
When was that a thing?
I'm reloaded. Where should I point next?
I'm reloading.
I am nowhere near ready to paint that target.
Bioweapon levels are increasing.
Just so you know, Chris,
I got problems of my own.
oh, okay, well.
More from the mountains. East side.
I'm nearby. I'll handle it.
Oh, I took your head off.
That's not the first time tonight you thought you had someone murdered and then it turned out it wasn't the case.
Truth. Now.
Yeah, and there they all are.
Jeez, oh, Luke. I have really taken that Magnum for granted.
Yeah, it took the edge off of your killer instinct.
Yeah, right?
Something.
Now all I've got is this stupid unlimited machine gun.
I like that it looked like you were standing on top of that grenade.
Yeah, a little bit. There we go.
What are they calling down, an orbital strike?
Yes.
Good. Megamycete must be below.
I mean, effectively. Alright, Nick. Megamycete time.
That's what I keep hearing, is just like, they say this thing like it's a cool sci-fi concept, but it sounds like something a 65-year-old takes to keep regular.
Or, you know, a 34-year-old with a few acid reflux problems.
Hey, that's fine. I'm drinking lemon water to keep my kidneys under control. I ain't got no room to judge.
Nick, we're gonna be fucking 30... Well, you already are, but I'm gonna be fucking 35 in a month.
Honestly, once you hit 30, it all pretty much feels the same.
Well, which is what's so depressing about it, because it goes a lot faster.
There's an opening in the roof. Use it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, your secret bioweapon shouldn't be, like, called Geritol, you know?
Geritol strikes back.
Oh no, not Project Geritol!
No. It's the final boss, Probiotus.
The only thing that can stop him is Peter Popoff's miracle water. God, I can't believe that clown is still on TV. Granted, he's relegated to 2 a.m. in the morning where he belongs, but still.
Oh! Oh no! Chris, you were supposed to signal with the locator. Oh shit. Oh,
I would
I missed.
not want... Yeah.
Reloading now. Just a minute.
Alright, you know what? There's nothing else after you. You're getting some grenades.
Oh, don't tell me this is our final boss.
No, I mean, there's nothing else for Chris after
Oh,
him.
I see. Well, why are you just gonna stop playing? Oh, Chris Redfield, okay. I was wondering why you're referring to yourself in the third person.
Okay, Captain. I'm reloaded. Ready when you are.
It's gonna be a minute, because he's probably gonna jump out of the way again. Wait. There we go.
That's a lot of faith that they're not gonna be off.
I'm reloading.
That's like your catchphrase, isn't it? Hold your horses, I'm reloading.
This is Pequod heading to LZ.
Hello. Why? Mercy. I'll let you know in a minute.
We're not paying you to say any other lines. We're gonna take that and dub it 10 times.
They don't call me One Take Steve for nothing. Now, if you'll just hold still for a second.
But they call me One Take Jake.
Ooh. Is he gonna do it? Nope. Fucked it up again. I panicked under the weight of my own responsibility.
Man, I was really afraid this fight would not take less than 10 minutes.
I'm doing a piss poor job. Because I'm used to being invincible in this playthrough.
So this is Game of the Year 2021. Though it does look like 2022 has got an interesting full slate.
Oh, what's on the horizon for you?
I know I didn't care about it at first, but Elden Ring is kind of looking good.
Oh yeah, the game that no one can stop talking about.
Yeah, the game that George R.R. Martin told them what shape the hats would be, and they're like, from the director George R.R. Martin comes his first game.
I'll keep going.
From the director of George R.R. Martin. I've got brain
From the
problems,
twisted mind of George R.R. Martin's
Right.
secretary
But
comes.
no, I mean like what I meant.
From the desk of George R.R. Martin's dog.
You got a legit laugh out of me on that one. Thank you. But no, it's like it's like he gave some insight, and they're like, George R.R. Martin made his first game
Focus on the plan.
in production in association with From Software, and it's like, okay, let's really hype his name up. And I remember reading an interview, it was like, yeah, it was 3 hours worth of work, but it's a paycheck.
Yeah, right.
Squad,
I've done more for less. They put that quote on the back of the box.
I've done worse.
I've done more for less. George R.R. Martin, director.
And 2 explosives armed. There's enough there to blow the whole village
God.
sky high.
Let's get out of here and blow the damn place.
Not before I end Miranda. I'm not taking any more chances. I'm going
From
in.
the same mind that brought you the Game of Thrones commercial.
Captain, I have eyes on Miranda at the ceremony site.
From the
Keep your
pages of
distance.
R.L.
Do not
Stein.
move until I give
R.L.
the order.
Stein, hell yeah. I would play a video game made by R.L. Stein.
We really should have told Ethan the plan.
There
It's
wasn't
funny
time.
because it would be horror, but it
We
would
didn't
be like
expect
kid
Miranda
horror.
to act so
Yeah,
soon.
right?
Even so,
Like, oh man, I'm gonna have to hug the final boss to make
Right.
this stop, aren't I? Yep. Just gonna have to remind it that it needs to come home to mom and dad. Alright, so this is a dossier on every one of the 4 bosses, which is kind of cool. It just
4 fiends
explains
of
like
the
how
elements.
she manipulated them and transformed them into different creatures. It's cool. You also learn that her daughter's name is Eva, so all of them at one point were candidates to become a host to basically recreate her daughter Eva.
Oh, including Heisenberg.
Yeah, and like I said, also including Evelyn, interestingly enough. Evelyn was a failed experiment that she let go. Evelyn was then captured and put on that ship with Mia, and that brought them to Louisiana, and that's kind of where Ethan comes in. So this
Wasn't
whole
it pretty
thing is-
explicitly stated that the canon was different in 7? Screw it.
No, it's all Umbrella. Well, and then here's where it ties into Umbrella. Dear Miranda, my deepest apologies for not meeting you in person. Whoever the author of this paper is goes on to explain how they were injured and wound up in this village, and Miranda took care of him. He then shared a bunch of scientific discoveries that Miranda thought could be harnessed to bring her dead daughter back. That person's name? Oswald E. Spencer, the founder of Umbrella. So
Spencer.
that's where that all ties in.
That was really convenient that a scientist just happened to be there,
Right. So this isn't technically Umbrella, but these are the people who inspired Umbrella, and in fact, the Umbrella logo is their village insignia. So
is this like a
There's
reboot
Evelyn.
then, or is it a canonical?
there's the creation of Evelyn.
Where's Wesker in there with the sunglasses?
Yeah, I know, right? Nope. There's.
Ooh, someone ran into a doorknob.
Remember that part of Resident Evil 1 where they just photoshopped Wesker's head onto that
Yes.
scientist's body?
Yes, I do.
Oh, now what fresh horror could await us in here, do you ask? It's Mia!
Show me
The
your
real
hands.
Mia this time.
Umbrise, this is Alpha. Where is Miranda right
I like
now?
how they didn't just kill her, they brought her here for apparently experiments.
Can you imagine Miranda awkwardly like pulling her out of the house and bringing her to this dungeon all in the same night?
How did she get her to follow her? Is what I want to know.
Yeah,
Hey, you want $20? Come to my van. Mia's like, okay.
Used in experiments.
But here's the thing, I don't understand why they had to use Mia in experiments, because she's just a regular person.
Up there.
she gets captured more than Princess Peach.
I know, right?
To the mission, I'm headed to the ceremony site.
Wait.
Wouldn't
You
it
can't
suck
leave
if
me
the
here.
same damn thing happened as in
promised
Resident Evil
Campus.
7 and she fucking stabs Chris in the
You said
hand
that you
and
would keep us
goes
safe.
ape shit?
We did everything.
I
we
actually
could.
thought that's where
We
this was
moved
going.
over
I thought
here
there was
and
going to be one
everything.
more fight with Chris, and I was going to have to take
We
out
didn't care.
Sinister Mia again.
So long as we were together.
Why did Chris have them move closer to
told
where
me
a threat existed?
Where is my husband?
He thought that would be the
Where is my
last place
daughter?
I would think to look.
It's darkest under the candlestick? How dare
I couldn't
Ethan
save
was
her,
unkillable, but
but
unfortunately
I
he's been
can
killed.
save Rose.
For now.
I'm sorry, Mia, but Rose is a
Save her after
bastard, and if
all.
you don't shut your mouth, I'm gonna make her an
What do
orphan.
you mean he's gone?
He's dead.
Mia calls bullshit.
Sorry, Mia, but we have to leave. We
Yeah,
have to
Ethan,
destroy this
Ethan and
village.
Death
No.
don't actually
You're wrong.
don't really jive, you know.
I tried to keep this a secret, but
Ethan is super
you
Jesus.
don't understand how special he is.
Ethan
She
once
looks at
told
the
me that if
camera.
someone rips out his heart, he'll be fine.
She looks at the camera. You're so special.
I was just gonna say, you don't understand. Ethan is so awesome, and he is so tough.
He is the ultimate badass.
He can kick everyone's ass.
Okay, so
What's going
at this point though, like a couple episodes, you let me know that you are aware that Ethan is a mole.
Someone there?
Do you know how that happened to him though?
It's cold.
I assume this is just like this is just like logical deduction, right? Because like he gets dismembered constantly in 7, and it's
Did I get it?
Yes,
not
you-
covered.
yeah.
So like the only thing you can do is assume, okay, I guess the mold makes him Superman.
You're correct. He is a mole.
Like, there's no
my
revelation.
question is, do you know how he became a mole?
Shit.
Have you put that together?
I assume it's like breathing in asbestos. It just gets in your lungs.
Interestingly, no. And this is the one part of this story that I think you'll enjoy just a little bit, because here in just a second, it's going to get revealed. There's Evelyn again.
Ellen? How are you here?
You're dead.
Dead? I mean, Miranda. She. No.
Oh, is she going to use you as a tool
I
to
still
take
have to
revenge on
save
Miranda?
Rose.
No, she's just kind of a vision Ethan's having that kind of.
You were always dead.
So
What are you
Ethan
saying?
is.
Oh my god, it's the Sixth Sense.
Still.
Yeah, so Ethan is dead. He is reanimated by the mold. Now is that a little bit of a hint? When did Ethan die? Watch this.
You mean you didn't think it was weird?
Like at the very beginning of 7?
How much you got
Yeah.
hurt?
You're onto it.
Was it before 7?
No. You're correct.
I mean, I'm assuming it's the part with the chainsaw.
Here it is.
The Baker House. You were murdered by Jack.
Jack did it. Jack murdered Ethan and gave him the mold. Jack was being subversive.
That's impossible.
I
No way.
guess. I mean, I'm glad Jack got a little bit of screen time,
Shouldn't
but
even be able to
So
walk around.
when you woke up at the dinner table and your arm was stapled back on,
Shouldn't
that was
be
Jack
walking.
giving Ethan the mold and reattaching his arm.
all right.
And
all
he
right.
did that because that was the one thing that Evelyn would have found acceptable, right? Was if he created more mold. But really what he was doing was, leaving Ethan's will intact, and giving him the mold so that he would, basically free his family. Which I thought was kind of a neat plot twist, or at least as close to a plot twist as a game like this could get.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a retcon, but...
No, but that was Jack's whole thing. Like, and when you look back, like, what was...
fits with his character.
Well, yeah, right. What was there for him to gain by basically giving Ethan superpowers and allowing him to go on a rampage through his house?
Family.
So all of this is Jack's fault.
So you're saying that Resident Evil 8 Village should have just been called Jack's Revenge?
That's exactly right. This was Jack's endgame, and I love it. When you think about it that way. Because, of course, Jack, being under Evelyn's influence, couldn't kill Evelyn. But he could create something that could kill Evelyn.
Yeah, I just always kind of assumed that, like, anybody... the Bakers was, like, in some sort of, like, living dead state.
Yeah, pretty much. And so, basically, the nearest I can figure with Ethan, one of two things. Either he got lucky and Ethan did become, like, the perfect host for the mold. Or two, his corpse was fresh enough that he wasn't, like, totally expired like the creatures in Jack's basement.
Did they ever, like, really explain why Jack was doing that, aside, like, from the fact you needed something to shoot at?
Well, so the reason the other mold in the house existed is because Evelyn was forcing Jack to kill people and then inject corpses with the mold in order to make a family, right?
Oh, right. Someone who could properly host it. Okay.
Right. But Jack, in his weird way, basically, again, the prevalent theory is that he killed Ethan and, like, immediately injected him with the mold instead of letting him properly, like, decompose and become a mindless zombie. So Ethan retained his consciousness while at the same time got all the mold superpowers.
Here I was thinking Jack was just a backwater retired Marine.
No, he knew what he was doing.
Turns out he has advanced knowledge, much like his son.
Right. Well, and that interestingly enough, that was kind of alluded to in the cutscene at the end of 7, where he kind of meets the sane Jack.
I owe you one.
Yeah.
And that was Jack's goal, right? Please help my family. That's what he wanted from Ethan, and that's how he did it. I love that Duke is the one who saves you.
I figured they needed him to do something at this point.
Yeah, fucking Dookie here. Dookie comes through in the 11th hour to save everybody.
Trying to make a Duke Nukem joke, but it's not coming to me.
You and me, Dookie. We're gonna ride this shit out together. I love you, buddy. And in case you're wondering, that is why Duke is so universally endeared to the internet community.
How does Duke figure into all this again?
He doesn't actually say. In fact, if you caught that bit in the wagon, even he doesn't fully know how he came to be.
They put him in post after the game was done. Okay.
That's exactly right.
That's fine.
He's just here because the developers needed someone to pull you out of the fire. I guess we could upgrade our Magnum one more time for the final boss. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. All right, you. I love you, Dookie.
You mean the final boss is not going to just be a mess of mold like Evelyn was?
Actually, no. The final boss in this one is kind of fun.
That's the one thing. One of the things I hated the most about 7 was just that last boss fight was just.
The assemblage of life and machine. I can feel Lord Heisenberg's essence through it. This
give me power.
Will be done in just a moment.
Part of me wants to look up who his voice actor is, but I know we've looked that up, and he's really
Dookie?
not done much. Yeah,
I don't know if we looked
he
up
sounds
Dookie.
he sounds like other voice actors, but he's nobody that we know. I know that.
Sure.
He's got like 2 credited roles aside from this.
It's like fucking Bosch from
He's
Final Fantasy 12 for
Yeah,
some
he
reason.
sounds like Jim Cummings, but he's not.
Oh man.
Out of my way.
Fucking chance do you think you have?
I'm a rage-filled mushroom.
That's right. I am an angry fucking fungus, and you are in my way.
No more Mr. Fun Guy.
No more Mr. There's our episode. No more Mr. Fun. That was brilliant. Did you just come up with that out of your ass?
I just came up with that.
Little Ava, my beautiful daughter.
I like how they're like very careful about where they actually show the baby, so they're not directly inflicting violence on children.
Right.
Is that you? Oh, how I've missed you.
Yeah, you don't want this getting a weird rating.
Yeah, right.
What?
You're just an adorable baby.
Oh, the baby's taking over.
Rose!
The baby's overpowering me.
Yeah, so apparently being the spawn of a mold, Rose for some reason can absorb other biofreaks' powers.
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
That's what my girlfriends in college used to say.
You
But that was before the mold,
Once I-
so go
That was
figure.
before the mold. Back then, all I had was my 8-inch penis. Take my baby.
Now that I think about it, there was a whole big controversy about a baby being killed in Dark Souls 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you tried to take it away from me.
There's like a dragon that was holding like a newborn baby during a boss fight, but they had to edit it out. But they didn't change any other animation, so it was really awkward. So it's like this dragon just holding nothing in its hands.
What the fuck?
This one's for Jack. The inadvertent hero of this entire franchise.
You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now,
The glorious
please, my worry
Megamycete.
for Rose.
Someone actually said that line with a straight face for money.
So now you can die peacefully.
I don't know what you're talking about with the dying Miranda. I am laying into you.
Clearly not going to happen. I don't even know why she just hasn't moved on to the bargaining phase with you.
Okay, so you got an unlimited magnum. I'll tell you what, you give me your baby, I'll give you $1 billion.
You like Italy? You can have all of Western Europe.
You like the
Like, at this
village,
point,
it's
you
yours.
You just start bargaining. You give the man what he wants.
Yeah, you give Mr. Unlimited Ammo Magnum.
Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you let things in my house. Oh, rest
The hell I will.
A mega site will be mine. Then I will have the Gingle-Doof, and I shall roll Schmingle-Doof.
All of Grungledill will be mine.
And I shall be the Grand High Grunkle.
Not you.
I understand your feelings. This is
You should have left the lights out, lady.
combine Rose with a Megamycete. My daughter will be made manifest at
Yee.
last. I've waited a century, all for this day.
Do you think all the Game Bros who voted for this game to be Game of the Year understood any of this?
Not a bit.
So close to death.
Nobody gets Jack like you and I get Jack, Mick. We won.
This is how you end adventures.
Chris, help me. Chris Redfield, help me.
To ensure I never see your face, I will feed.
I couldn't even get that line out.
You haven't seen my ultimate power.
The
Every
Magnum.
time she almost... Oh, there she goes. How many many fucking magnum bullets to the face was that?
I love that every Resident Evil game ends by shooting Satan with a magnum.
Yep. Or a rocket launcher.
Yeah, that's true.
I was just a little bit disappointed that Chris Redfield didn't throw me a rocket launcher for this fight.
Yeah,
But
I thought
that's
he was
all right.
gonna like sniper or shooter or something, or I don't know. Better than the Evelyn fiasco.
So Nick, I did mislead you a little bit by accident. we did come pretty close to the full hour because of the cutscenes. My apologies.
Oh, that's fine. That's This is a scene.
Like I said, no violence against babies.
It's a tiny Duke. Oh,
Little Duke. I'm gonna call you Dookie from now on.
It's all right, Rose.
oh, and she's in this perfect little American Eagle sweater.
Yep. Not a drop of blood on it.
That is an ugly baby.
Oh, but we're crumbling because apparently we needed that heart.
No. In danger of my face being shown.
So, you just said what I was gonna say. They go to such great lengths during these cutscenes to not show his face. It would have been better if they just did.
Joe Everyman! No!
We can't show Joe Everyman.
Ethan, you look me in the eyes off camera and tell me that you're gonna survive.
But it's kind of like Home Improvement, you know, with Tim Allen, where they never show Wilson's face. That's what they do here.
You know why they do that, right?
Why?
He actually had like really bad facial scars from a like cancer surgery of some kind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was all very intentional until it just kind of became a gag.
Huh.
Yeah. Art through adversity. What the fuck is this?
Mega fetus. I mean Metamycete. I mean Metamucil. I mean Mike Pence.
Soon, Geritol shall rule this
There's a bomb in
world.
that thing that'll blow this whole village sky high.
Just not show him a
Look
face.
at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me?
No, I've got to go join Jack.
Mia,
I'm coming home, Jack.
I love you. Keep Rose.
This
safe.
baby doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be honest. I'm 6 months old, and for 1 month, I've been here in the village. So
I'm picturing like there's all
Come on, it's
this,
not that
and then
much
like
further.
when Rose is 13, she's gonna be like saying she's got the worst dad ever because he won't let her have a Twitch
over.
account or something.
Teach her to be strong.
I want to live stream in front of strangers.
Chris, you're her dad now, because you're the ultimate badass.
No, I have to merge with the Mega Mycey and control it.
No,
and
he's
turn
just gonna blow
good.
it up.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
Nick, I know you say this every game that we play, but we were good dads.
Oh my god. There's some weird projection going on with all these games.
It's almost like, people our age are becoming dads. So they're trying to cater to that.
I can't wait for the next generation of games where all of those guys are becoming grandpas.
Oh my god, we're going to see so many video games in 20 years where the
About how to
main
gracefully
character is a
retire.
grandpa who goes back for one last ass kicking, you know?
Grizzled old mercenary who just wants one more job
Yep.
so he can retire.
At least we're not there yet. Still, I'm gonna save my baby by blowing up this giant baby.
Rose?
Just forgets about Ethan.
Yeah, maybe cradle the baby's head
Go,
when you're
take
running
yourself
with
now.
there, Chris.
Yeah, right. In Chris's defense, he's never had to hold a baby before.
Wait! Where's Ethan?
As the helicopter is closing.
Get moving.
Is
You have
Ethan
to get
taking his
clear.
own helicopter, or is he gonna
Can't come,
Uber?
not without my
Ethan
husband.
is the helicopter.
Sit down and strap in.
No.
Wouldn't that be great? He becomes like a
Where
mold
Ethan is.
helicopter.
I know he wouldn't abandon us.
I can control the molds. I
Tell
can
me
make it
what's
obey
going
me and
on.
take any
What are-
form.
The next game, you literally play as a helicopter.
You know, I'm just saying Jack came back like 4 times.
I don't think anything's coming back from that, Nick.
I told you to sit down.
No, now it's just gonna scatter pieces of his consciousness all over
Where is he?
Transylvania.
Thus was
Wherever
born
we are.
Dracula.
What would have
Drakpakistan.
Drakistan.
Drakistan. Northern Drakistan.
Northern Drakmenistan.
We could all escape. I'm sorry.
I can only shed manly tears.
Captain, you need to see this.
It's Ethan, and he's giving us the thumbs up.
PSA
Right.
and soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
It's all bioweapons.
What am I looking at?
So those dudes that the BSAA sent in, they weren't dudes. They were like little tyrants.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
So-
why they're wearing
So now
helmets.
instead of Umbrella, we're going after BSAA. Because technically Chris is Umbrella now. There, little Jack. Jacqueline.
What didn't you call... Oh, I was waiting for more shocking revelations.
There is like one other little tidbit coming up here, but it's not like a shocking revelation.
Oh,
It's just...
sorry. You said tidbit. Never mind.
Tjalt. All right, well, this part's rolling, Nick. I don't know, how'd you feel overall?
It was a fun ride. I wouldn't play it, but I enjoyed our playthrough very much.
Okay, yeah, and that's kind of where I landed. It's not my favorite Resident Evil, but it's certainly not on the same level as one of the games that I would consider bad. I thought it was a fun but kind of like internally conflicted ROM. You know, whereas Resident Evil 7 had a very clear focus and vision for its revamp of the series. Yeah. This is like part revamp, part tribute, part complete departure. It's an interesting and fun game, but I don't feel like all of the pieces are necessarily equal, nor do they mesh together into something totally coherent.
Loaded kind of feels like an apt description.
Yeah, they just overloaded it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that goes for the game as well as the story as well.
Right, it would have been better overall if they had picked one of the concepts and stuck to it.
Pull any of those threads and follow it to its conclusion. That would have been just fine.
Yeah, right. Like an entire game where you're in like a swamp village filled with fish monsters, kind of lame, I guess, but at least cohesive. But then alternatively, you could have had like the entire game be like a giant medieval castle, and it's like a prequel to Resident Evil or something like that. Or you could have had it all be Heisenberg's mechanical monstrosities or something, and that would have been interesting. But yeah.
Yeah, for a game that I kind of felt like was disregarding Resident Evil 7 at first, I feel like they're kind of going to excessive lengths to tie them together, but...
Yeah, and like I said, I really appreciated that nod to 7, but it felt kind of forced in at the last minute.
She snarled. So more in turn is due.
Yeah, that does really feel like studio notes at the end, like, oh, we gotta
Her parents, though, had searched all day and
tie all this together. I'm sorry, I can't not see this and not see the movie Encanto in my head now.
Encanto? I've heard that's pretty good.
I watched it with my sister. It's fine.
It's fine? Okay.
We're
not talking like Coco levels of feels, I'm guessing?
It's a Disney movie, not a Pixar movie. That's about what I can say.
Hey, Disney gave us both Zootopia and Moana, so...
Yeah, competent movies, but they're not Toy Story.
Yeah, no. And honestly, I feel you. Like, Pixar, like, WALL-E and Coco, like, they don't even have to be animated. Those are just genuine works of art.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna skip some of the credits here.
Yeah, competent enough game, you know.
Now here's the last not big twist, but here's how they set up future games in the series. Any guess who this is?
Oh, hey, look, it's Angry Rosemary.
Yes, it's Rose, all grown up. So that's basically how they're keeping like the futuristic sci-fi tone of the series by now jumping us ahead 15 years. So Much like how the first Resident Evil game took place in the future, 1998. Now we're taking place in the future, 2032 or something like that.
2032, you think we'll be at like Resident Evil 15 by then?
Something like that.
They won't call it Resident Evil 15, though.
But what I want to know is how they're going to work a fucking 60-year-old Chris Redfield into the story in the next
he'll
game.
be like enhanced, you know.
This is a little bit touching.
Sorry, I missed.
And right next to him, and his friend Jack.
I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is.
School shit and shit, right, Dad?
Here lies Ethan Winters. He blowed up a giant mushroom monster.
Right?
Because he loved it, his family.
Because he loved it, his kid.
Mrs. President, are you ready to go?
That's exactly right.
Where else?
So now, honestly, this dude here, I thought the twist was going to be that that's Leon, but it's not.
I thought the twist was he was from the Yakuza games.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know.
Whoa, hey, you're only 15.
Ooh. No, she meant like, physically painful things, not Craigslist things.
God, remember when Craigslist was a thing?
Remember when you could buy people off Craigslist?
Yeah, there was a reason that website died unceremoniously.
It's about the same time as the Silk Road, right?
Yep.
Hey, thanks. I had no plans on how to get back.
Right. Also, why did she take the bus if her private entourage was gonna trail her the whole way?
Where's Mia?
Where's Leon?
Mia couldn't be bothered to come.
Right. He's been dead for a while.
I'm so sick of hearing about your father. Ethan this, Ethan that, Ethan beat the...
I was a super soldier. Now here's
Not
something
my
they
fault
don't
I
explain.
got locked up in all those games.
At the end of that road there, they're picking somebody up. I don't know who it is. I don't have a guess.
Yeah, I have the incredibly valuable mold specimen in the car, but yeah, I'll pick up this shady hitchhiker.
Yeah, right. The father's story is now done.
Are you saying it's not Ethan that they're picking up?
That'd be great. It was Ethan all along.
They leave it open so that...
It cuts to like behind the tree. Ethan's wearing a pair of sunglasses and he lights a cigarette. Well, my job here's done.
But his face is covered by a branch.
Right.
I really thought I thought it was going to say that the father's work is done, but the daughter's work is just beginning.
That would have been great.
I really thought it was going
not great,
full
but
camp.
All right, well, Nick, that was Resident Evil Village. Like we said in the ending sequence, a fun but conflicted romp through Resident Evil's somewhat storied history.
This game is the perfect personification of 2021. It's that thing where it's like,
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Now it's bad for a little bit, but it's gonna be good again. Oh nope, it's bad.
It's good, but it's no masterpiece. But there were no masterpieces that year, so this is
could have
the best we got.
Right, 2021. It could have been worse.
Not bad by any means. Still very good, but it's no 2022.
Hopefully
2020.
Well, on that note, Nick, we'll march boldly into 2022 with a new project. So next time on Play the Hits, we'll figure out what the hell that is.
Yeah, set your clocks.
All right, we'll see you then, buddy.
That means set your clocks. We're cutting all this out. Mark your calendars. That's what I should have said. God, screw everything up.
Welcome to the family, son.
Everything.